Yo, this is WSoul13 bringing you Raid Shadow Legends, and today we're going to be talking about 10x, how you play 10x as a free-to-play low spender, right? Let's go. So, check this out. 10x, don't even look at the left side of the screen, right? The chances of you pulling a legendary in the 10x extremely low, and honestly, I've been playing 2 years. I've played pretty well, played pretty hard. I mean, I've slacked off since I've got an arbiter, but I've played pretty consistently. And I've maybe done a legendary pull on a 10x maybe once or twice, 3 the most. It almost never happens, right? But pulling a 10x epic on a 10x, I've done a lot of times already. Like I've done it maybe 5-6 times already. Maybe even 10 times already in the 2 years. Just not the ones I targeted, but they were offered up as 10x and I pulled them. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, right? But first we talk about if they're worth pulling for at all, right? So let's go to Sylar real quick. So Sylar was worth pulling for before, probably still is, but there is a little bit of a caveat now to why you don't really need to go out of your way to pull Sylar anymore. I'll explain to you why. Really, the real reason why you want to pull her is because of this. AoE, decreased speed, decreased turn meter, no hit. So this doesn't do a hit. But it's really, really strong against Scarab Kings, Spiders, Fire Knight, basically anything that you want to put decreased speed on and decreased turn meter on. But there's one place in the game where she really does make a difference in terms of this decreased speed and the pushback turn meter. And that's Hard Doom Tower floor 101 to 119. Because that is where the speed requirements go way up. And it's very hard for you to put a comp together with the right speeds that can go off all at once, right? Before the enemy wave goes off. She makes this possible. If you make her fast enough with enough accuracy, she'll push back the turn meter, put decreased speed on, and then just get that ready. Ability, this A3 ready for the next round, rinse, repeat. You'll be able to lock down enemy waves. That's kind of how I did it, but for me, this is where the caveat comes in. I used Vizix instead of Sylar. So Vizix does an AoE decreased speed as well. No pushback of the turn meter, but it's enough to where my champs can still go off anyway. My champs have enough speed that they can go up just off the decreased speed anyway. So the decreased turn meter is a lot more important in something like the Sippy waves, right? But then if you really do need the decreased turn meter there, the other really good one to put on would be Rosin Scarhide, because she does the 100% deeply turn meter AoE. Just get that ability ready for the next wave, right? So that's the tricky part, because I think it's a 6-turn cooldown or something crazy. But yeah, as long as you have Rosin, you have Vizix, right? They can do this role. Flip side is Sylar is an epic, so it's a lot cheaper to build, obviously, epic books, right? So there you go. That will be the caveat. But yeah, Sylar definitely worth pulling for, and those would be her niche things that she can do that are really, really strong, really, really vital to like progressing in the game, whatever you want to do. The A2 is a AoE decreased accuracy. Decreased accuracy could be important if you have like a Spiderling tank, right? Or if you're doing a high resistant comp. Yeah, those are all fine. And then the A1 is the vanilla AoE, right? If you have Sunset on her, this puts stuns on. That's it. So you build her with Sunset, we put Fearsome Presence on her, and just have her go really fast, high accuracy. Really, really strong champ, right? Voids, Voids are tricky because Voids are very, very valuable. So it's going to be up to you if you're really that hungry for this kind of role. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth it, but here we go. Armina kind of does the same thing, the pushback on the turn meter, except she puts stuns on instead of putting decreased speed on. But the only thing is the stun will only go on if you fully deplete turn meter. So some people actually, This doesn't do an attack, right? Decrease turn meter. No, it doesn't do an attack either. So it's very similar to what Sylar does, right? This is an AoE decrease defense, so she could be your decrease defense chance. So she's like a strict upgrade to War Maiden, obviously, right? A 100% chance to place AoE decrease defense, and then also steals turn meter. And then the A1 is a stun. So stun, turn meters, right? All good. And then every time you put a stun on, she gets 10% turn meters. So yeah, if you partner her with somebody like what's that name? Archmage Helmet, right? So if you put Archmage Helmet on stun set, you partner him with Armina, and then he does a lot of stuns. So Armina will take a lot of turns, push back turn meter, then puts more stuns on, right? So it's like this cycle of lockdown. It's really, really good. Only thing is, you know, she's a really strong wave control champ, and if you do end up getting her, she might be worth it for a lot of content in the game where you want to lock down waves. She's really, really strong, so you wouldn't really be disappointed if you pulled her, right? Shatter Bones, right? Shatter Bones, AoE, decrease speed all enemies, and then turn meter fill for all allies. So that's really strong. And then AoE, decrease turn meter 30%, 75% chance. So that's, if that was 100, this would be a lot better. But Shatter Bones definitely is a strong champ, even if that's only 75%. And then increase attack on all allies. This is a small increase attack though. This attack is critical, yes. And then what do we get? Accuracy in arena, so not really that important, right? So it's a small decrease speed, small increase attack, and then some turn meter. But definitely Shatter Bones is pretty strong, I think. Put him on stun set as well. But really, the turn meter manipulation is a really good thing to have in the game. To have AoE is also really good. Like I told you, it has like hard Doom Tower applications, wave clear applications. You know, Shatter Bones is not bad. He's definitely underrated. But this guy is worth pulling for. Deacon Armstrong, my God, what a beast. So every time they offer him up at 10x, I'm almost always tempted to pull, right? Because he is that great and I don't have one. So Deke, why? AoE decrease defense, yeah, 100%, really, really strong. But he does this, which is extra turn, fill turn meter, decrease enemy turn meter. So you push back their turn meter, you increase your turn meter, you get an extra turn. Really strong in Clan Boss, because an extra turn just ticks up everyone's turn meter even more, and you get even more turn meter, you get more turns. So he's really strong in like these Clan Boss comps where you want to do a lot of turns, deal a lot of damage. Strong in arena as well, of course. Ally speed all battles 19%. That's high Katoon level. You know, it's not that great, but I mean, he is better than high Katoon. That's not a question. And then A1 has Leech, which is perfect for Clan Boss as well. So, yeah, I think Deke is like one of the best champs in the game. Definitely worth pulling for. So for me, my verdict is pull Ancients. Pull Ancients for this one, right? And we're going to do one at a time until we get an Epic. And that's it, we're done. So I'm going to show you right now how that's done. Try to pull for Deke. See what we do. So, yeah, rare. Soulbound Warrior is a really strong rare. I actually used her to get past Spiders 20 before when I did a challenge on Spiders 20 where I'm not doing any damage. When I'm not using any enemy max HP damage champs like Cold Heart. I mean, I did with Armiger, but you know, Armiger's a gimme. Basically the champs that needed to be pulled separately, those were the ones I didn't use. So like Miscreated Monster, Cold Heart, even though I did get Miscreated Monster from a 10x. Gnarlhorn is another one, Superstar or rare, my God. Hard Doom Tower viable as well. That's how strong he is. So yeah, if you've been sleeping on Gnarlhorn, get him on a reflex set, turn off that A2, and just have him just provoke over and over again. Adjudicator, okay. Not quite the skin I wanted. I probably needed Templar, so I'll just probably have to farm up Templar if I have to. For Bommel for next Doom Tower rotation, right? Sorceress. So how many have we pulled right now? 8? So not quite the slam dunk pull, and this is why, so 9, so we're approaching a 10 pull, and we haven't pulled an epic. See, this is exactly why you need to cap your losses at 1 epic, right? Because even pulling for epics at 10x is really, really hard to do. So me, I just want 1 epic, and I'm done, right? And that 1 epic is really, really eluding me right now, for reals. There we go. 1 epic, and it's not even the 10x, boys. So yeah, unfortunate. We spent how many? So we went from 170 to 105, so we spent 12 ancient shards, pulled 1 epic. That's fine. Better luck next time. You know, that's it. That's how you play it. Long game. Gamble for 10x. I've been able to get Miscreated Monster that way. A bunch of other 10x that I didn't really care for, but Miscreated Monster, someone I remember. I think I got Sinesha that way, or Sinesha or Skull Crown, one of the two. You know, I think I pulled Sylar that way as well, and then it's just a nice little way for you to gamble for a specific epic champ you really, really want in your account, right? And you stop at 1. And usually the same epic champs, they offer them over and over again. Like Deacon, I've seen Deacon offered up so many times, over and over again. So just every time he's offered up, if you have some extra ancient shards, sure, you can pull, I don't know, 5 to 10 maybe, and just do your thing, right? And I think this comes with a Summon Rush. Is it a Summon Rush or a Champ Chase? So we'll see actually here how much we pulled. If it's Summon Rush. If it loads up. Yep, Summon Rush. So let's see the rewards. Yeah, this 3,500 would be the highest I'd go for a Summon Rush like this. Even though, you know, two legendary books and 3 legendary books right here, and then 3 5-star chickens for 7,500. That could be pretty tempting if you're pulling a lot of sacreds, right? But only if you have a bunch of sacreds. How many sacreds is that? That is 50? Yeah. No. It's 10. 10 is... Yeah, it's 15 sacred shards, right? It's the pull. So here are the points right here. So 20 sacreds. So 26 divided by 2. So I did end up pulling 13, right? So it wasn't 12, it was 13. I pulled 13 ancient shards. So I could probably pull a few more mysteries to get this extra 100 energy right here. Why not? I can probably do that later. So how much would I need? 70 mystery shards. Okay, that's kind of worth it to get a little bit more energy. But yeah, that's it. So hope you guys have good pulls. If you are gonna pull for Deke, right? But cap your losses if you are gonna pull. In general, 10x you skip. In most 10x's I skip. Maybe I'll do a 10x only during fusion events. Outside of fusion events, I almost never do them. Like right now would be the same thing too. I probably won't do it if I don't really need Deacon Armstrong on my team, right? So if I'm a progressing player right now, I'm not really inclined to pull. But since I do need Deke on my team, sure, I'll pull. But if I'm a progressing player, I'd focus more on the fusion events and just kind of do my pulls there, you know. In fact, I'm thinking about doing some kind of new game plus thing where it's the same account, but I'll be playing through the fusion events and building comps through the fusion event champs. I mean, I've kind of already been doing that this year with the Broggymancer comp and then Demetha being added in the mix, but I want to do it like a more structured way next year. So we'll see if that happens. All right, so we'll see you guys